Hello BeeBusinessBee fans, and I'm sure you've seen in the news all the stories regarding the Pingdemic, as the media have called it. Effectively, they're talking about the NHS COVID app and getting a notification saying that obviously you need to isolate. Of course, the whole issue of the Pingdemic, as they keep calling it, is that apparently people need to isolate, and because of isolating, businesses like this one here cannot operate. Now, of course, really, how true is all that? Really? Does it really make a difference? Well, I suppose it depends on what sort of industry you're in. Now, the argument here for supermarkets is that, yes, if you haven't got enough staff, you can't even open your doors, but actually it has more of an effect on the supply. Now, if you're thinking, why is that the case? Well, let's just take a look at how the model of a supermarket works. You've all been inside one of these places, and you've probably noticed that they've got more aisles in them than ever before, and actually the stock rooms are really small. They hold very little stock in a supermarket these days. The reason they do that is because you can't sell stock from your storeroom. So they want to have more products on the shelves so that customers like you and me can walk in there and buy more items. Of course, by having less stock on your storeroom means that you need to make sure that when the products are required, they come to the store just in time. And that's all about something called just-in-time ordering system, or JIT as it's probably known in the industry. Effectively, this Pingdemic, as they like to call it, can impact on the just-in-time system. So just take, for example, when the supermarket needs to have more products delivered, what will normally happen is the computer, the system in the brains of the operation will say, right, we need more baked beans, we've gone down to the critical limit, and it'll send a notification to basically the warehouse to say delivers more baked beans. When it delivers more baked beans, that then refills the shelves just in time, probably the next day. Literally, it stocks it back up and the customer knows no difference. And of course, this shop here then isn't storing it in a massive storeroom, because actually it's got more space to sell from. With the issue we've got with COVID, of course, potentially that could get in the way of just in time. So if the lorry driver, for example, is isolating, then that means that actually there's nobody to deliver those baked beans in time. So then maybe it takes 2 days to deliver, and of course by that point you might have shelves empty with no baked beans on it. Why is that a problem? Well, customers tend to be quite fickle. So what tends to happen is that if you can't find your favourite baked beans in here, you go off to another supermarket and go and buy your baked beans from there. And of course the supermarkets are all scared and panicky because maybe you're not going to come back to the supermarket, maybe you're going to go elsewhere. And that's what this is all about. And that's why businesses are scared when it comes to isolating staff. Of course, when you think about the logic here, COVID is currently quite high in the rates of prevalence, so of course more people are going to be asked to isolate. And of course the knock-on effect of that is going to be more implications to these sort of businesses. And it may not be at the front end with the shop staff who are really impacted. It could be more to do with the just-in-time operation and ordering systems. Hopefully that makes sense. And you know what, if you're really interested in this sort of thing, just have a Google and look at some videos that I've done on just in time and how supermarkets order. I did one at the beginning of the pandemic where I explained why panic buying ruins all the predictions of sales. Just in time is a really clever system, but it can be broken by external factors, just like COVID, just like now we've got isolation. These are things that companies haven't factored in because it adds extra cost. You know what I'm going to say now? Until next time, everybody, keep buzzing.